Hello and welcome to another series of Andar Plays a Video Game. This video game is called Europa Universalis IV, but what's this? This isn't just Europa Universalis IV, this is Europa Universalis with the Superstates Mod, which allows you to play as any one of the 50 United States, any number of any one of these Mexican provinces, or Canadian provinces, as well as, Australia down here, but we're not going to worry about Australia. We're going to worry about America. And not just any America, the real America. The New York America. Because, hey, I live in New York. So, why not stir up some sectionalist pride and play as my home state? Sounds reasonable to me. You'll also notice that this doesn't look like Europa Universalis IV in terms of graphics. Well, that is because I'm also using another graphics mod called Graphics Enhancement, something like that. Very self-explanatory, just makes, things more aesthetically pleasing for my eyes. Because I prefer the topographic, or not the topographic, the political map of, what's that game I've just spent 4 Let's Plays playing? Victoria 2. That nice two-dimensional look. Although I'm not sure, this isn't two-dimensional, but the political map is a harsher color, I guess you could say. Whereas regular Victoria 2, or regular Europa Universalis rather, is very soft, I think. So we are the Empire State, New York. And what we are going to do is we are going to take our rightful place in the world as an independent nation by showing the rest of the United States who the master state is. And as I've said before, that is me, New York, talking up my home state. Specifically, hold on, this is not Erie, New York, this is Buffalo. And this is Rochester. There we go. That is better now. I'll have to take over Erie, Pennsylvania and just call that Erie. Or Allegheny, doesn't matter. Anyway, let's see, first off, too few rivals. Who are we going to rival against? I'm thinking Ontario. We're probably good rivals with them. I'm not too fond of Massachusetts. I'll have to conquer them later on. And who else can I compete with? Well, Virginia's kind of out of the way, so why not? Alright, so I'll need an alliance with someone. Pennsylvania is right at my south. I think an alliance with them would be splendid. I think the game starts on me off with an alliance. Yeah, I am allied with New Jersey. I don't know why. Oh, you can even play as DC if you want. Maryland. Why not be allied with... Let's see if there's a stronger state. What about Ohio? Nope. Not really into that. Maine? They would offer an alliance. Oh yes. And Maryland, if... Oh no, we only have... We'll have to wait for another advisor to come up. What's in our, missions here? I don't care for whatever this is. Sure. Spread Knickerbocker rules to Massachusetts. The Massachusetts game is rival code of baseball. To ensure our Knickerbocker rules wins out, take control of Massachusetts and impose our game over their inferior version. Sure, that sounds funny. I assume that would be more interesting if you were into baseball and knew what they were talking about. Oh, this mod seems to have a graphical glitch over at the corner there. Look at Erie, Pennsylvania. Oh, well, not that big of a deal. So I guess our... No. I'm not going to pay attention to that decision. Because we have more important things to do. Such as invade Vermont, which historically, New York and New Hampshire competed over Vermont, and to solve the debates between who controlled this territory, which was obviously New York, by the way, they decided to create a new state called Vermont. And that's how the 14th state was created, because 2 other states couldn't get along. And the federal government was just like, from these kids. So, yeah, our first order of business will be to destroy them. And I'm not sure they're allied with anybody. Just gotta check real quick. No, so I can just... I have no diplomats to send, but as soon as I do have diplomats, I will definitely be declaring war on them. How much money am I making? Plus 4.09. Alright, I can get quite a few of these then. As much as manpower allows. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 6,000 guys. Can't possibly hurt. I'll hold off on advisors just to see how much money I have at the end. And I guess I should send these ships out. Alright, those alliances are secured. In that case... offer an alliance to... No, diplomats to send, they gotta come home first. Offer alliance with Maryland, they'll accept. Everyone loves New York. These guys will protect the trade in the Atlantic coast. Are merchants there? Our merchants are there. Where's the other guy? He's up there in Canada. Fair enough. And, yeah. Well, as soon as Maryland accepts that alliance, we're going to war. And there it is. And this is followed by declaring war. Take core. Yeah, we could take Washington, Vermont to block any attempts of New Hampshire to take the other half. So sure, we'll do that. Declare war. Take Washington. And all my allies will assist me. Fantastic. And thus, the first war between the states was waged on 19th of November, 1444. I like the idea of a post-Renaissance, or actually in the middle of the Renaissance, America going on right now. Not using guns, using pikes. You have the right to bear arms, including pikes. Alright, sure. Right, and it looks like... Oh, Quebec was an ally of... Huh. So, Connecticut and Quebec... Oh, I said pause. What's going on? Okay, they were allies then. Okay, New Jersey's powerful enough. So is everyone else in my alliance. I'll just group these guys up then in Albany. And see where this war goes. Hopefully, those Quebecans aren't too powerful. Okay, they've started battling. Hopefully I win. But I have no way to know for sure what the outcome will be. Hopefully General Elliot Hyde will be victorious. Continue. And hopefully this Let's Play of Europa Universalis tides the fans of my Victoria 2 Ultimate Mod Let's Play that well, it got off the ground and then crashed right back into it. And it was out of my control. And I'm terribly sorry about that. But there's nothing I can really do. And so in the meantime, when they're, fixing or patching their mod, I will play a different game. And return to it when I can. That's all I can say about that. I am not one for standing still. I have to be doing stuff with my time. And I like the idea of posting daily Let's Play videos. Got that other one to Dragon Age going on. Alright, we're really doing it. Probably could take something from Quebec if I wanted to. Silly Quebec. Oh yeah, could take out Connecticut as well. Need to form the New York Empire. Man, wars in this game just take forever. I have 0% of this fortification blown up. It's ridiculous. And I'm going full speed. Makes no sense. Alright, well, let's see if there's anything on the military advisor. No, not really. Diplomacy, diplomatic reputation. Stability. We are at 0 stability. It's interesting. I think I'll go with diplomatic reputation, sir. For he will help explain to the world why we need all the territory we're taking. Alright, the defenders are deserting here. In Chittenden. See, it's even home territory words I can't pronounce, not just the foreign ones. Also, I'm playing this game at a resolution that they didn't want you to play it as. So, as such, everything is extremely tiny in terms of text and graphics, or, you know, all this side stuff that I have to look at. Oh well. I do what I can. Alright, the sea. Okay, that's finally taken care of. Which means I'll move them downwards towards Fairfield. Oh, it looks like the Connecticut forces don't much appreciate that. Oh well. Good thing I don't care what they think. And that's the story of how Vermont fell apart. But let's see if we can push forward. Take something away from Connecticut. No? It isn't too much to occupy another 2 areas, is it? Oh man, that music just stops abruptly. Yeah, I go to Hartford. I think they got it under control. Oh, maybe not. Detach a siege real quick. And go deal... Oh no, I think Maryland's taking care of it. Yeah, these Canetians decided to try help out Vermont, and they're unsuccessful. Quebec's down here. New Jersey's pushing forward into Gatineau. And, you know, Pennsylvania's pushing into Sherbrooke. Everything's looking decent. I haven't played this game in forever, so there may be stuff that I'm missing, or maybe, you know, I'd never played it much to begin with, so I'm not saying I'm going to be good at it, but so far, things seem to be doing a-okay. Don't know if there's other stuff I should be looking at, though. Like trade. Yep, seems a-okay. I got 2... What are these guys? Doesn't tell me. 2 available diplomats, 1 available missionary, but there's no one of different religion. Okay. I don't know how I feel about the guys who made this mod saying that the majority of America is Catholic. Pretty sure this is thoroughly Protestant country. I mean, it doesn't really matter, to me anyway, what you say, but I'm not sure that's entirely accurate. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah, unlike Victoria too, these wars are just boring. You just kind of push over these smaller countries in one battle, and then you take the castle, and there you go. Oh, we'll see if I can find ways to jazz it up over the course of a couple 100 years of gameplay. I'm sure I will. Now, this doesn't have a battle plan editor for me to show you how crazy I am with my horrible military strategies that don't ever seem to work. Now, hurry up and annex them already. Jeez. Well, to be fair, I don't have any artillery. But, eventually I'll get artillery. At some point, who knows when. Yeah, artillery. That should be good. No, I just don't have the technologies for it yet. And, we aren't getting technology very fast. So that's unfortunate. Okay, finally, the walls have been breached. Maryland's still trying to siege that place. Pennsylvania took Sherbrooke. Is going up into Gulf of St. Lawrence. And, yeah, we've won this war. That's obvious. All that's left now is to get it done, I guess. So, what are our plans? Long term? I mean, I keep saying New York is the Empire State, and as such, we will be the Empire. But what do I really mean? Well, for starters, we have to. I'll just send these guys home because the war's over, or just send them over to help these guys out, and then unpause. But yeah, the Great Battle of Chesapeake Bay. We will form the Mid-Atlantic League, which will require us to take over Pennsylvania, Maryland, these, the states down yonder, here. And that'll be fairly easy, I think, despite the fact that 2 of them are our allies. I'll try and take over New England first, give me a good power base so I don't have to depend on allies. Because right now, everyone's fairly even matched. Even though I have the most provinces and the best positioning for an economy. That's why New York became such a powerful state in real life. And as such, it is represented here. So I have a bit of an advantage, but an alliance, a coalition of, say, Virginia and Pennsylvania could occupy me and tear me down. And, I got Pennsylvania on my side to prevent that. But eventually, I will take over New England, these states, and then form the Mid-Atlantic League. And after that, the best thing to do is form the Free States of America, and I don't know what that necessarily means. Essex, Mercer, Allegheny, that's all stuff I'm going to get. I guess that's just the North, perhaps? And then the United States, as in, the side that fought for the Union. The territory of that time period. And then the other is, the entire United States. All 50 of them. And after that, form the North American Union, which is all of these superstates, forming a North American supercontinent. Or, well, as it says, a North American Union. I guess that's what I should have said the first time. Oh well. Siege of Fairfield. Okay, that means I can knock Connecticut out of the war, like so. Full annexation. This will give me 19.7 aggressive expansion relations penalty and 24 to overextension. I don't care. And that'll be that. So they will surrender. I now have Connecticut. And Massachusetts has started a coalition against us because of our aggressive behavior. These guys will cede Washington to New York. Connecticut will cede Fairfield to New York. I don't want any of what you're selling, bro. Sorry if using the word bro offends you. And I guess I can't get full annexation out of Vermont. Can I sign a separate peace with them? I cannot. So what am I to do? I want the full annexation of... What is this? Alright. Yeah, that too. That's what that's called. Don't know, I was looking at it funny. Which will bring me to another point I'll discuss in a bit. Okay, just increase the amount of money. Increase everything I'm getting, basically. Release Montreal. Sure. And annul your treaties with Massachusetts. Oh, that's way too much. can't make them become a vassal, they're too big for that. Alright, I think this is good. Vermont is fully annexed. And Quebec releases Montreal and gives me money. So we'll send them that, and they'll have to decide what they want to do. And of course they want to accept it. So now, the international community has to be looking at us and thinking, wow, those guys are basically Nazis. Well, we are very aggressive right now. That is not to be undersold. Hopefully, I have no way of knowing how infamy... I actually don't know how infamy works in this game. So, there could be a containment war going up against me right now. I have no clue. But I guess I'll just pace my wars out. And hopefully this really aggressive music stops at some point soon. That would be cool. But, yeah, we can't add a core here for some reason. Oh, it already is a core. So all we have to do is change the culture here to New Yorker. Misclicking. Can't change it here. Oh, I don't have enough diplomatic points. That makes sense. I have to make not Massachusetts, Connecticut, a core of our nation. And put the boot down. That would be a good idea as well. Harsh treatment, so that they know not to rise up against me. I don't think these guys need harsh treatment. They know what they've done. They know where they went wrong. Alright, so New York is looking beautiful now. Not that it wasn't looking beautiful the first time, but you know, even more so. The next war will, of course, be against Rhode Island and Massachusetts. Who first? Probably Rhode Island, they're weaker. But Massachusetts building up a coalition against us, so it might be both of them if I ever decide to. We now have enough money to hire more advisors. I'll go with... well, that guy costs way too much money. Stability cost modifier minus 10%. And my military man. Reinforced speed. I like reinforced speed. I need my men as soon as I can. I need everyone at full force as soon as possible. You know, as soon as a battle ends, I want to be charging straight for the retreating enemies. That is how I fight. You know, never be on the defensive, always be on the offensive. Which, you know, is fairly good. Have the initiative is how you win modern warfare. From what I understand of it. Being, you know, military leader sitting on a computer chair, looking at ideas, which I don't have any. Can't have them until level 4. And we don't have the administrative technology for that just yet. That's where things will get interesting. The bourgeoisie request privileges. The thing is, I don't care about the bourgeoisie. Glory to the proletariat. Communist revolutions in 1448. Ridiculous. Alright. Well. We won. There's not much to do other than sit here and watch these bars fill up against this classy looking gentleman with that neck thing, whatever that's called, and observe the world until further notice. I have enough money to build stuff, I think, don't I? I probably don't have any buildings unlocked. Buildings. Nope. No buildings yet. Hopefully things will get more exciting later in the game, but for now I can fill the time with warfare and looking at the states as they declare war on each other. Utah is invading Wyoming, because why wouldn't they? Kentucky is being invaded by Ontario? Why? How did that come to be? Ohio, Ontario, and West Virginia are invading Kentucky for reasons. Texas isn't doing anything crazy right now. I imagine Texas is going to invade the Midwest, take all this stuff, become big. California, who knows what California's gonna do? Okay, I guess we know what California's gonna do. They're gonna take over Oregon with the help of Washington. So California is going to be an aggressive player, just like me in New York. And the three of us, California, Texas, and New York, will meet in the middle and have one big, huge war against each other. Ooh, an election. Alright. We can keep George Clinton, the first governor of New York. I haven't had a problem with George Clinton, but we can get better people. Who's the diplomatic candidate? Alonzo Marcy. Yeah. He is better than George Clinton. Sorry, George Clinton. I don't know. I wonder if Florida is powerful enough to go up against Georgia and form a little Floridian empire. You know, you can colonize in the Superstates mod, so I could get the Caribbean under my control. Oh yeah, but there is Puerto Rico and the US Virgin Islands, which is unfortunate that they're called the They should... I'm probably going to go into the mod files and make it to where it just says Virgin Islands instead of US. Because that would get confusing if I become the United States and the US Virgin Islands still exist. Oh well. We'll see. I'll leave them there for now. But yeah, New York forms a... Hopefully Puerto Rico and US Virgin Islands stay small and isolated and don't expand. Now what is this? Influenza. Quarantine the port. But yeah, hopefully they have easy access to the Caribbean here. And they are probably going to want to colonize that. Florida is right there on the coast as well. Maybe they'd want to as well. Oh, Arizona invaded Nevada. Now they have all of the Grand Canyon instead of part of it. Especially the Las Vegas region. Clark. Utah now has all of Wyoming. Michigan's being invaded by probably Indiana, but hypothetically Ontario. Ontario is just cleaning up. Don't like that. They're on my border. Cannot stand for that. So who is in that coalition against me? Basically just them. Let's see. Target of coalition by Massachusetts, and those are the only people in the coalition. You would think Rhode Island would be smart enough to join that, and New Hampshire. I mean, Maine is our ally, so they're in the opposite coalition, which is fine by me. I don't know, wonder if I can just fabricate some claims. Can't just straight up declare war on them, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Subjugation. Maine and Maryland will not assist me, but Pennsylvania and New Jersey will. Who are they allied with? They are allied with Quebec, Delaware, and Maryland. Alright, we still have truces going on. Wait, what is this? Montreal? Yes, offer an alliance with Montreal. I didn't free them just so they could get taken back over. That's for sure. Quebec is friendly towards me. Alright, that's beautiful. I'll be friendly towards them. So they still have a truce going on with me right now. Actually, no they don't. What is this? This is Caucus Bellies then. These are truces, in which they have a truce with me until 1460. Which means I can do whatever I please against Massachusetts. Declare war, subjugation. Go. And how about this? I'll just go straight for the capital. Okay, they accepted the offer of military alliance. Pennsylvania and everybody get involved. Good. What about Montreal? What are you doing these days? Call you to arms, and you will come. Alright, we've won that battle. Now we're going to go back to Worcester of their military retreating. This is just a acquire them as a... Oh man, what's Montreal doing? Or not Montreal, Quebec. Oh, they shouldn't be too big of a deal. I think Pennsylvania can figure it out all by themselves. In the meantime, just sit here and watch 42% go up. And this solves the silly baseball feud. Okay, they're patrolling like they need to. Oh, Pennsylvania is working against me? Oh no, those aren't the Pennsylvanian flags. Those are Maryland and Delaware, which we said would, work against us. Pennsylvania is going to march right back down there. I guess this cancels our alliance with Maryland, but they weren't that big of a help to begin with. Delaware, who cares about Delaware? The first state in the Union, hypothetically. Interesting stuff indeed. Oh yeah, I forget that boosting stability is a thing that I wanted to do. I'll just keep it at 1 because there's so many events that happen and trigger to lower your stability unfairly that keeping it at 1 is the best idea. Overextension is almost managed. I love me some mercantilism. Alright, so what do the graphics look like? Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Alright, enough of that. Yep, we finally breached the walls, it would seem. They have very high morale. I'm not gonna attack them. Looks like they're very patriotic for their baseball. They really care about it. Well, we will prove them wrong with whatever system we have. The Knickerbocker? I don't know. Okay. Out of nowhere, they got 8,000. Probably just paid for a bunch of mercenaries. Pennsylvania's got it, though. If you have to get mercenaries to fight, maybe it's not worth fighting. Same with drafting people. If people aren't willing to volunteer, then maybe that war isn't one that the people should be fighting. Just my opinions on the matter. Alright, so I'm not gonna help. I think they'll win. Alright, maybe I'll help. Even though the battle's already almost over, pretty much. Nope. Alright, they're retreating. I'm gonna go take the capital then, and it'll all be over soon. Massachusetts will be my puppet regime, and the world will make sense. Cool mod, I must say. Anything that... Like, I remember playing as a game called Supreme Ruler 2020, and it would have all the states divided up. Even, like, European countries would be divided between different... You know, there would be England, Wales, and all that, but they'd also divide Germany up into a couple of different things. France as well. Italy into their city-states. And that was always interesting to see who would win out. I played as New York there too, and took over, half the states. There was a huge war in that about Mexico, and U.S. wanted to invade Mexico and Canada, and the states couldn't agree on that, and so split up. And the states that didn't want to do the Manifest Destiny declared war, or were all declaring war on the states that wanted to. So, that is how I took over half the country. Peace offer from Delaware. Sure. Yep, I have no idea. I don't think they contributed anything to that war, so good to know we won, at least. Okay, now there's 5,000 Quebecans moving into Philadelphia. City of Liberty. Oh, they can't take it. Don't they know the capital's in Dauphin? Not to be confused with Dolphin. Oh, Allegheny's right there, so I don't have to rename it. Erie. I'll just rename this Erie, and this can be Allegheny. Because that's the Allegheny River. This one. I live on it. A town called Salamanca. Not in Spain, but in Western New York. Which is another cool thing about this mod that I respect greatly, is that Western New York is a culture. Culturally different from the rest of New York, even though at some point you should give Manhattan its own culture, because that is different from the rest of the state as well. Everyone in New York hates everyone else from New York. You're either from upstate New York, from West New York, from Albany, from Long Island, from New York City. It's messed up. No one here likes each other. That's where we're an empire. Alright. Vermont has a oh yeah, the people in this place, whatever that's called, have decided to side with me and my superior New York culture. Will the people of Washington? Well, we'll find out. Hopefully we're building up that technology. Almost. Just a little bit more. And I think with that, we've won. So let's see. Massachusetts, will you surrender? They'll accept white peace. But I think this war was to make you a vassal, which you will accept. Massachusetts will become a vassal of New York. Just to check again, that was the objective. Alright, there we go then. Click this, diplomacy, and close that. Super of peace. Treaties. New York is a vassal. And give me all your money while you're at it. Okay, that's too much, they say. Sure, I'll have 8 gold. And there we go. Is there anybody that can stand up against the power of the New York State? New York Nation, as it is in this alternate playthrough. Conquer New Jersey? Well, New Jersey is a valuable ally at the moment, so I don't think I should do that. Have an army equal or greater to that of Ontario? That seems like a great idea to me. So we'll definitely do that. But I think that is something we should save for another episode. So thank you for watching the inaugural episode of Andar Plays Europa Universalis IV Superstates Mod as New York. Thanks for watching.